Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tab. Glad you made it today. Today I wanted to talk to you about your claim is stuck in the process and it's taken forever, right? So if you are not working with an accredited rep, you don't have a lot of insight into the VA system and to peek behind the curtains and see where your claim is. So you're kind of left in the dark. You do have some ability to review this stuff online, but at the most part, you're just kind of in limbo, waning land, and it can be a nightmare. And usually, for most of us, the filing a claim to the decision date is the longest period of time. You're on pins and needles every single day waiting. So please hit the thumbs up for me. Helps get the word out to more of us. Really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into it. So what I wanted to talk about was different ways that you could poke the VA system to see where you're at. You could call, right? So, and I'll put information in the description below, a few little things. But you can call the VA and ask them. What will happen will be they will end up telling you loosely where it's at, probably going to mirror what is in the VA system as far as you being able to sign into va.gov and be able to track your claim. So if you're not doing that, I suggest doing that because at least it's something to give you some sort of an indication of the VA and their process. So you can call them. They will tell you what stage it's in, and then you will have that information. Now, what may happen on the backside is they may annotate your file, thus pinging the vet rep who's working on your claim, or the rater or whoever that somebody's inquiring, somebody's digging in, there's a note, whatever. So there may be a note in your file. Okay, so that is a way. Another way is you can establish an accredited veteran rep as a representative for you at any time. You can file your claim yourself, and 6 months later, you can find an accredited rep and authorize them to act with the VA on your behalf. It doesn't take away any of your rights. You get to do whatever you do, but it allows that representative to peek into the VA system and see. These accredited reps, for the most part, will have a common access card that they slide into a little card reader on their computer, and then what will happen will be they will have the ability to access the VA's database for all of the people that they are representatives for. So once you assign that responsibility to that accredited rep, they can then, within a few days, be able to peek into the system and see what's going on with your claim. Now, does it spell it all out? No, but they can see certain activities like, oh, okay, your CNP exam came back, it's getting reviewed, or your CNP exam never came back. It's been 3 months and they still don't have it in the system. Red flag, let's call somebody and figure this thing out. So it's very, very important information that can be found from being able to have access into the VA system from the accredited representative level. So whether it's like a VSO, VSR, accredited claims agent, an attorney, whoever, somebody who has access into the VA system would be able to shed some light. Now, let's say that you don't have either one of those options for you, and you're still wanting to get some more insight and some status on your claim because it is taking forever. You can reach out to your congressional representative, okay, your congressperson, whether congressman or woman, whatever, but your House of Representatives, Congress representative for you, congressional representative. Contact their office. They have a person who is assigned to dealing with matters on the VA. So the way that the congressional offices work, they're field offices, so the one that's in your backyard, the congressional member will have several staff members. Those several staff members share books of business, we'll call it. So they may have, one of them might be assigned to 3 or 4 federal departments, and another one's, situated to handle, 5 or 6. whatever, right? So whatever they deem necessary for their specific area, right? Some things might be more relevant than others. But in any case, there will be one person there that is assigned to dealing with matters with the VA. You can file what's called a Congressional Inquiry. So what you do is you authorize Congress, your Congress representative office, you authorize that person, that office, to talk to the VA on your behalf. So you'll sign some paperwork, you'll explain the situation, then they will reach out to the VA saying what is going on, here's what we know, and can you respond back to us within 7 days or 10 days or whatever their number is, and give us the answer on these questions, because our constituent is in the dark here and we need to get some answers. So doing that will automatically warrant some level of awareness at the VA. The VA will respond to Congress. A lot of times it is a kind of a canned message, but the reality is that all of a sudden now more people are aware and will start pushing your claim forward. Now, there's two different schools of thought on this, right? Don't poke the bear, they're going to get all pissed off, and now they're going to deny your claim. Then there's the other school of thought, which is, hey, at least now they know that I'm serious, or now they know that something's missing, or now they know that it was stuck in the system, and now they're going to move it along and hurry up and get it over with so they can go away. So wherever you sit is where you sit as far as that's concerned. I tend to be a little more on the side of they're not going to deny me if I've supplied everything that I needed for a successful claim. And I know what I should be rated at. And I've done videos on this. You should know exactly what your rating should be for any given condition, because you can read the schedule of ratings that will tell you if you have this condition and you meet this criteria, your rating is this. If you meet this criteria, your rating is that. And so if you read that and you know you're the patient, if you know that you meet those criteria, then guess what? That's the rating you should get, provided that you prove the nexus and all that stuff. So it's important to know that information, because if the VA comes back incorrectly, you now have to go back at them with an appeal. And if that appeal goes to the board, look, nobody wants to get their decisions overturned. It looks bad. And I'll tell you, the judges don't care if you called the congressperson's office on the VA or not. At the end of the day, the judges are very focused on it's either within the scope, it's not, it's within law, it's not, this is what it should be, black and white, cut and dry, let's move on. And the judges will overturn decisions all the time to the VA. Personally, for me, it's happened, right? So I went from a 30 to a 50 with 2 denials for increases before. So denied by the VA, went to the judge, approved. So it can happen. So with that, I'll go ahead and end it here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Continue the great support. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.